Sup, Seas guys? It's your boy Zacoi. I'm back. With my hammer tier list video. So yeah, I got them all set up here. I don't really know how to like get rid of the other ones, so you just look at this, but I'll just only be putting in the hammer ones up here. As you can tell, we got S, A, and B. There probably won't be B because like hammer is like top 3 in my opinion as a weapon in Brawlhalla right now, so I don't think there's gonna be a B. All the hammer legends are really good in my opinion. So it'll be like A and S mostly, I think, but we'll see. Yeah, so let's get started. So I was actually gonna put this video up yesterday, but I was playing Apex and blah 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 on Boomy stream till like 5 a.m. and then after that I was gonna actually make the video at 5 a.m. but I was like, nah, I'm gonna be so tired, and I don't want to put that out. But yeah, all right, let's get this started. We're gonna start with Sentinel. Obviously, yes, you already know. I might order this actually. Like, yeah, I'll order this probably. So let's just put it for here now. Maybe. Okay. Sentinel is S because all his SIGs are his N SIG on hammer, light attack. Can use it. It's a pretty good to bait with. His Seisig on hammer hits really weird and it's pretty good SIG. Shouldn't be hitting like that, but it does. His Qatar D SIG is probably his best SIG in this kit. It flows into side light. The side light D SIG combo is like, it's not true, but it literally reads like a lot of dodges, so it's pretty good. And he has N SIG, which is also pretty good SIG because it kills somewhat early. And yeah, his stats are overall like pretty good. He has 5 dex if you take the dex stance, which gives him like 6 defense, 6 speed, and like 4 or 5 attack probably. But yeah, he's overall like a really solid hammer legend. I'll be talking about like their whole kit, but I'll try to focus on hammer. His hammer kit is, as a hammer, I should be focusing on hammer. This is a hammer tier list, so his hammer, I think, yeah, alone will put him up to S. Core is also S, undoubtedly also S. His hammer SIG is good. Seisig is good. It's a good keep distance, keep the distance between you and the opponent SIG. And his N SIG, he has stomp into N SIG, man. Like that, literally, that's all I have to say. Stomp into N SIG is true. And his other weapons gauntlet, so take that as you mean. Nash, I'm gonna put in A because Nash is like, this is like a one's tier list, mostly probably. So, Nash has a good hammer, but I don't think he has a hammer that's as good as these two. Like, he doesn't really have a baity SIG like Sentinel does. He doesn't really his N SIG is really good to bait people, but the only reason it baits people is because they think they can punish the landing, which they can't. By the way, you guys didn't know that. You have to punish that move in the air, or else they'll bait you out with it. I guess it's a bait SIG in that regard, but it's not a quick doesn't have quick recovery for it like these other ones. So yeah, I think he's just A. To be honest, I could see him S2, but I'm gonna put him in A. I think Boldvart. Boldvart's kind of in the same mix as Nash in my opinion. I think he's A, but keep in mind that A and S is super close to each other, so it's not a huge jump. The only huge jump from S I would be maybe Core, because he's pretty good hammer legend. I'd put him above Sentinel, maybe. Cause Stomp and SIG, yeah. It's 40, it's like 40 damage. I mean, Sentinel doesn't have that on hammer. Cassidy S, Stomp and SIG. That move is that can kill early. On Brawlhaven, that can kill earlier than other moves. Once you have a stomp into true combo with your SIG, you're automatically S, honestly. And she has high dex hammer. High dex hammer feels so good. I know high speed hammer feels really good too, but He doesn't have high speed, but I think the dex kind of makes up for it a little bit. Like you've seen Cake in BCX, you see what a Cassidy can do on Hammer. Like that shit's insane. So I think Cassidy's definitely S. Now moving on to Yumiko. Yumiko is probably A. Although she has pretty good hammer stats in my opinion. Like, Idex's high speed hammer feels so good. Like I don't like the. I mean, force always feels good, but like Idex's high speed is like feels so good on hammer. And if you main hammer or you play hammer, you'll know that. Like this is like really good. She has 7 speed I think, and like 7 dex or something like that. If I'm not mistaken. But like her sigs on hammer are actually pretty good. Like D-sig is really good on hammer because like it like covers the dead zone of hammer and like can set up into true combos, which is like super nice. Her side sig is nice to catch people off guard, and then her end sig is like it's alright. Her end sig kills early too, pretty good. But I think she's A because like one of the big factors is her defense. Is like you only can get 4 defense with her, so like she's like you could get taken out pretty quick if you're like not playing that well. But, like if we're playing at peak, she's S. But I think she's gonna be A because of that like defense and like yeah. And she has a lot of dex which she could be putting into defense or attack, so she's missing out on some stats that could help her even more. So that's why she's A. Scarlet S. I don't even care what you say. Scarlet probably has one of the best hammer kits in the game. Because like legit, all her sigs are good on hammer. D-sig kills at 50 HP. Doesn't even matter where you're at. You could be at 0, you're getting killed with D-sig on hammer. That move is insane at killing early. He also has Seisig. If you're on like what's it called? What are like sure like Demon Island. If you're on Demon Island, you get hit by Seisig, goodbye, you're going on to your next stock. And her Ensig, bro, I remember when her Ensig super broken. Like she would do stomp into Ensig and it would cover 7 dodges or whatever. And then they nerfed that and it's still pretty good. Like that move is just hard to nerf. So like in my opinion, Scarlet has the best hammer kit in the game. But the thing is what's putting her like a little less than the others is they have true combos into Sigs, which I feel like is the most broken thing you can have in the game, because it literally just like the other characters could be doing the true combo like D-Light Sair and on hammer, when like Core can just do D-Light and Sig and get like 8 more damage for that, while you're getting like 30 damage, you can get 38. Like I'm pretty sure those numbers are right, but that's like how much, that's like a pretty big difference. 8 more damage for free, literally, for playing a different character. Like, but if you want my opinion, I think Scarlet has the best hammer kit in the game, and it's, I wouldn't say by far, I'd say like it's decently close. Thor A. I don't actually Thor could be S. I think Thor is S. Thor's D-Sig on hammer is so good, and his side sig on hammer. If you are on Brawlhaven and you like, and someone's at like orange or like yellow about to turn orange, and you like side sig them, that shit will carry you to the end and finish you off and throw you in, and you will die because of it, because of how far it brings you before releasing you. That's why like that sig is really good. It's probably my favorite hammer side sig, like play around with, because like that sig will kill you early if you like are not giving it the respect it deserves. His D sig is a good like sig to catch out people who are jumping too much, and like it's good to like you can do like side light into D sig if you know your opponent's jumping a lot. Like that shit will catch them out and then it'll tilt them like crazy, because everyone is getting hit by a D sig. Also, D sig catches a spot dodge. I think like there's some scenarios where if you spot dodge, a D sig can catch it out. is really good. Shouldn't be in the game, but it is. And yep, I think he deserves his S spot. I'm gonna order them after I'm done, but this is the last hammer legend. Oh yeah, there's a great sword legend coming out, by the way, guys. It's great sword hammer. You didn't know? I know. He's probably at the top of this, unless they hard nerf great sword. His hammer kit. Every new legends SIGs are like pretty broken, as you guys can tell. Like Onyx, Jaeon, Mako, all broken SIGs. He'd probably be on the top of S. He'd probably be the next best hammer legend in my opinion. But we'll have to wait and see. Tyros, I think is A. I think Tyros got nerfed. His true combo into D-Light 6 is would have put him at S. Easily at S, like top 3 hammer legends. But like those combos got nerfed, so I think he's A now. Those combos I think were the little like thing that were pushing him above all the other hammer legends. But now that they're gone, I think he's like he's still a really good hammer legend, just A. He's like not like crazy like these people up here. If I were to order these, I'd put him in Core. I think Core deserves to be the best one. I'd put, yeah, I think I'd order them like this. Actually, if we're respectively talking about hammer only, I think Sentinel has a drop. Yeah, because when I was putting Sentinel up, he was the first character I put up in the tier list, and I was thinking like their whole kit. But if it's a hammer tier list, I think I should only be thinking about hammer, not their whole kit. So I'd put him down here actually. Yeah, as a hammer legend, I'd put him like at the top. But Ensig is like crazy. It's like Cassidy Ensig, literally. If he had to choose combo into D-Light Ensig, I'd put him up to S. But I think he's the top of A for sure. And then I'd put Bodvar probably above Nash. And then I think the list goes like this. I think Yumiko is probably the worst hammer legend, but literally still like really good. You gotta like understand, guys, this tier list is like super close together. Like each legend is like not that far apart, because hammer is like a really good weapon right now. So it's not gonna be, if hammer gets like super nerfed, then I think a lot of this would change. Like he'd be like way down here. I remember the times where hammer was pretty bad, but other than that, I think this is the tier list. Like I don't know, like tell me what you guys think. I'd love to hear some feedback. But yeah, I think this leaves it. This is how it should be. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. I think I'm done. This is mostly 1v1 Scarlet, by the way. Thanks for watching. Love you all. As always, goodbye.